speaking of the game, let's get right to it. The veteran kicker, Robbie Gould, set to get us started. And off we go from Sports Authority Field. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. Oh, able to avoid him. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. Here are the Raiders as they get set on 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And a short pickup there as he'll take this up to right around the 20. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Now Brady throwing on 2nd down.
A 1-yard gain can look like a disaster, but it all depends on how the game is going. Is it a series of 1-yard gains running the ball? If that's the case, you might have to start thinking about throwing it a little bit more. But if it's just the occasional 1-yard run, hey, congratulations to the defense. They won that one. Come back and get them the next time.
So trouble already here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 9.
Hey, check it.
On play action, now Brady.
25, check 25.
And he finds a man on the crossing route.
53's
And
right.
they pick up 25 as they convert on 3rd.
I've got to make sure that I don't take Tom Brady's greatness for granted, that we make it routine. How about that throw right there?
Yeah.
Another great completion.
And you know one area where he honed his throwing. He was a catcher in high school. He was actually drafted by the Expos in 1995 in the 18th round.
Wow, that would have been something to see him behind the dish.
Think he gunned down a few guys?
Gunned down a few guys trying to steal second. That would have been fun to watch.
8 yards to go here on 2nd down.
Get him, boys. 53's a Mike. 52. Slam.
Brady to throw on 2nd down. Over the middle, that's taken in by Gronkowski. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50.
I think it's okay there. They didn't get a whole lot on that play, but it's nice to have a safety valve that's built like this guy. Big target, guy you can spot pretty easily. Put it on him when your other targets aren't open.
That one good for 33 and a first.
Dance class, anyone? Did you see the steps between the quarterback and the running
That's
back
what you
on that
need for
counter
a good
play?
counter.
You have to have it because you're setting up your blocking. There's a timing element as well, but they have to marry up their steps. Otherwise, that timing gets thrown out the window.
Timing was great there and a big run.
53.
Now the first carry for Adrian Peterson. And effective running here. He'll take it down inside the 10. A good run there on 1st down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2. They fake the handoff. Now Brady. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. And this will be play number 8 of the opening drive. It's 3rd and short.
Strong right. Let's go. Wait, 20.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. A great effort there. An 8-yard touchdown run. And the Raiders drive right down the field and score on the opening drive. Sebastian Janikowski on for the PAT. And his kick is no good. An inauspicious start here kicking-wise as this one stays a 6-0 game. Out to kick is Janikowski. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
Tight end. Four down.
A first carry now. This is Johnson. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. That one 28 yards on the ground.
Well, partner, I have to say they called him in the right defense there. Nickel set, fifth defensive back on the field, and they love to run against that because now you typically get a bigger blocker on a smaller defender.
Yeah, because those DBs like you, they want the interception. They're not as worried about the running play, right?
Not at all. And I still remember being in school, and one of my offensive line teammates used to say, boy, I'd love to come downfield and hit you little people.
Good run there.
85. Watch the ship. Watch the ship. Hey, watch the ship. Watch the ship. Set. 145.
Now a handoff. Johnson. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
We talk all the time about how important it is to have leverage in blocking. It's also a big part of policing up gaps. Did you move someone out of the A gap? Did you move them out of the B gap in order to create space for your guy to run? In this case, all those gaps were shut down.
Yeah, the movement was defensive, and they got him for a loss. And that is incomplete here. Edelman, the intended receiver that time, and it's third down.
The effort's always going to be there. Everyone's always going to try and make a catch, but underthrown balls, I think, are the toughest ones to come back and get because usually your momentum's going in the opposite direction when you're trying to stop, break, and come back and get it.
Looking to throw. Complete. It's Johnson. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. They do get 9, but it leads to fourth down.
They didn't get the first down, but I have to say I do like the call. I like what they were trying to do. Try and hit your receiver on the run and see if he can pick it up, keep it on his feet, get a little rack yardage.
Yeah, but a nice job defensively to get to him and keep him short of the first. They'll pass up a field goal attempt. It would have been a 45-yarder. Now they'll go for it on fourth.
Hey. Four down.
Here we go with Johnson. And he's going to get the first down as they bring him down at the 23. Call it a gain of 5. And they're able to pick up the conversion here on fourth down.
Key to tight end. Set. 145.
They'll look to throw here on first down. And this is caught. It's Edelman. And he is out of bounds, but not before taking this down to the 8. It's a really nice 15-yard pickup, and now it's first and goal. First and goal from the 8.
Right. He's tight right here. He's tight on the right.
On the give, this is their fullback. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1. A good run of 6 yards there. Gets him closer to the goal line with second. Sitting alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin as it's London football to begin quarter number 2. And they'll come up looking to keep this drive moving.
He's coming. We got double up. That's it.
Second and goal, defense digging, and he is into the end zone for a touchdown. Chris Johnson punching it in from a yard away. And his guys are an extra point away now from taking the lead. And he was excellent on that drive. He deserved to be the one to get across the chalk.
Oh, I agree with you totally. A workhorse on the drive. And how about that last decisive run to punch it in?
And it's up and good. Gold now out to kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Raider offense now making their way toward the huddle.
Got double tight. Hey. 20.
They'll run it with Jackson. And he'll work his way across the 30 to the 32. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
Throwing the out route and complete. That's Rivera. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to.
Defenders giving chase, but I don't think they're going to get there. And he almost made it, but just short. Finally out of bounds, right down around the goal line. A big play that time for the Raiders. 64 yards.
Hey, go 66.
They go play action here on first down. Oh, he had 6 points in his hands there. Couldn't hang on. 2nd down. Down this close to the goal line, first down. Surprised that wasn't a run?
I am, and you know I'm old school. I want to run the ball on first down in this situation because 2nd down, that gives me that option of running play action and maybe throwing it.
2 times. 20. Go. 20.
Offense looks to punch it in here. And he's in. Touchdown, Raiders. A great play there with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Raiders are able to cash in for 6. Janikowski now for the point after. And oh, it's no good. For the 2nd time now in this first half, he's missed an extra point. Out to kick is Janikowski. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. Now this offense ready to head back out there. And they're going to need another score. Got one last time, but still down here.
When you're playing catch-up, every possession becomes crucial, doesn't it? It's vital. Get back out on the field, punch in the end zone again. They know it's not easy, but what they do...
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Champ Bailey. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. And Champ Bailey, a man who had 52 picks in his great career, has a pick there.
And if people had actually challenged him more, what do you think that number would have been?
Could have been higher. They just didn't like to throw his way, and for good reason.
Well, when you throw it and he takes it away, and he had such great ability that when he made an interception, there was a potential it'd end up in the end zone. He played both ways in college at the University of Georgia.
And he'll slice his way down to the 30 with a pickup of 7.
I know the toss play begins with the guy taking the snap and turning around and tossing it to the runner. But where the real intrigue is, can they seal the edge? Whether it's an offensive tackle or a tight end in the direction they want to run the football. If they do that, that's the result that you get, that type of a gain. If they don't, oftentimes it's not a very successful play.
The Raiders on 3rd down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This time it's 3rd and 3. On the run, this is Jackson. And he'll fall forward to the 29-yard line. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be 4th down.
Now that was a big-time play by the defense. They as well knew where the first down line was, and they didn't let them get anywhere near it.
And that is going to be incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And as a result, possession switches hands. And now back out comes the offense. And last time, 1-play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, A lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give him a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback you got a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
We got four down, four down.
Set. Watch the hot.
Deuce. Switch.
2 minutes remain here in the first half. Back to Denver right after this.
Double tight.
They go to Johnson again. And he'll get this up to about the 38-yard line. They got 2 of the 3 they needed there. It leaves them with 3rd and just a yard.
If they're going to get a first down out of this, they're going to have to earn it because there's been tough going in the interior there. And here we are on 3rd and 1. Be prepared. Brace yourself. Could be some contact going on.
No gain on the play there. A nice job defensively. And it likely forces a punt situation on 4th. This offense converted once on 4th down earlier. Now they're out there again to try once more.
Set. 391. 85. Watch the hot.
Alert.
They run. It's Johnson. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. It'll be a gain of 4. And on 4th down, they're able to convert and move the sticks.
I know you feel that. Double tight.
Set.
4 down.
Back to throw now on 1st down.
Hey, watch the left.
To the right side, and he's got Edelman. Gets by him, and now a little daylight. And he'll be down deep into Oakland territory. A big play there just before halftime. 51 yards.
Watch tight. Tight end right.
Set.
They'll set up a throw. And it's caught. Touchdown. Julian Edelman, a 7-yard touchdown grab. And his guys are able to strike for 6. An out route there for the score, a quick out route there for the score.
Yeah, you're not really surveying the defense on this one. You're just counting on timing, making this play happen. 1-2, ball's out of his hands, knows where he's going, just puts it to the outside. Touchdown.
Gold now out to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. And now Oakland ready to take the field. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team. Right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure, if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
He's got his man on the crossing route. And they'll get it all the way out near midfield to the 45. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
Mike is 59. Mike the 59.
On play action, it's Brady. Rifles one complete into the hands of Gronkowski. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime.
Hey, tight end's right. Watch tight end.
We need 2. 20.
Brady now on 1st down. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked off around the 27. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
Brandon, this is a veteran quarterback back there. He should know better than to make a throw like this. This is definitely not his best ball. And I think he knew this was trouble the second it was leaving his hand.
And they line up now for what will likely be the last play of the first half. They'll throw now on the final play. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And a little dangerous there, almost a penalty, but it does get into the end zone before going over the sideline for a touchback. Now this offensive unit ready to see what they can do here. We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives. We've hit a wall, so to speak.
And have hit it hard, haven't we? Because the defenses right now, they seem to be a step ahead, don't they? Beating them to the point of attack, beating them to the punch. These offensive guys, they're tinkering like crazy. What's it going to take to get back on track?
Yeah, both sides searching for adjustments. And they start the second half with Johnson. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. And if you're the defense and those D tackles, you like that they're trying to run the football here against your 4-3, don't you?
Yeah, because they tend to eat things up because they are so strong and physical, and especially when they play with leverage where they get lower than the offensive lineman and control him. And what I love about the good defensive tackle, they can play over the guards, they can slide and play over the center. Nobody in the offense.
And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And the Raiders pick it up. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line.
They make so many catches that are so tough, so acrobatic, so difficult that often surprises me when they actually turn the ball over. You know, when the ball actually comes free. It's amazing sometimes because of what we see them do on so many different plays.
Had the catch, but couldn't control it on the contact.
Double tight, guys, double tight. Let's go! Hey. Four down.
On the ground, this is Jackson. And he'll get down to about the 26-yard line.
Alert!
A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
A pickup of 10, and it's enough for an Oakland first down. So they pick up the first down after the run, and now they approach for the fresh set. Now it's Jackson. And, oh, a big collision there. He's hit and knocked backward at the 11-yard line. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down. And to give this time to the tailback. And he'll take this one inside the 10, down to the 8. Still a couple yards short of the first as the 3-yard gain brings up a third down.
Well, that's not a run that's going to make any of the highlight tapes.
And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. A great effort there. An 8-yard touchdown run. And the Raiders are able to cash in for 6. He's got the hat trick now of rushing touchdowns. Also has his team the advantage.
And I'm looking at it 2 ways here. If I'm on defense, I don't care what they do now. I commit as many people as it takes to slowing him down running the football. Even if they want to hit me over the top on play action, I just don't let him beat me that way anymore. And if I'm him, I'm in the huddle calling the plays myself. I don't care what play call comes in. I tell my quarterback, guess what? You're handing it to me again.
And if I'm the quarterback, I'm saying, okay, that sounds good, right?
Smart quarterback.
This fielded at the 2. Now a hit and a loose football. So they will set up shop. Excellent field position in the red zone at the 19-yard line.
How many times in the course of a game do you talk about momentum plays? And I think we just saw one there.
Absolutely.
Just scored, right?
Just took the lead.
Just took the lead, went downfield, got the ball free again and picked it up. They got a chance to really get the momentum on their side now.
And now they'll try to pile on.
3 down.
20. By 20.
Now a handoff here to his running back.
Hey, watch the slant.
Oh, and now he bowls him over. So he got free of one tackle but couldn't do a whole lot else. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
And that's exactly what you want on a first down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up 2nd and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front because the offensive line is winning at the point of attack.
Only 3 yards on the catch. It's third down. The Raiders on third down. They've been near perfect, 4 for 5 to this point. This time they face a 3rd and 2.
20. 53.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he is going to be knocked flat on his back. Oh, a big hit. He needed 3. He got 2. Now that'll set up an interesting situation here on 4th and a yard.
Yeah, baby. Yeah.
Jack Del Rio going to take a chance here. His guy's going for it on 4th.
20. By 20.
They run again with Jackson, and he's not going to get the first. I don't even think he made it back to the line of scrimmage. They'll get neither the touchdown nor the first down, and as a result, possession switches hands.
Crash. Woo! Yeah, baby. Yeah. Tight end left. Tight end left.
There's a 3-man
Possible
line.
run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. They begin the drive with Johnson. Give him 11 yards that time and a new set of downs.
All right, it's football 101 to know that the quarterback controls just about everything on offense, but a lot of times what gets missed is that the center controls line play. He has to communicate to the guards and the tackles what type of front they're facing, how they're going to block it, and what adjustments need to be made sometimes on the fly as a defense will shift. Give the center a lot of credit because for the most part, he's got big defensive linemen over his face all game long that he's got to try and block and protect his quarterback and create space for his runner. In this case, he did a really nice job of communicating and executing.
A first down carry here for Johnson. And he'll take this one for about 4 up to the 40.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good first down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on first down, you're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
Strong right. Strong right.
Watch the
Strong
hop.
right.
Sit.
On second down, Johnson. And this time not as successful as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be third down. And when you're running the football, one thing you don't want to see is a big boy coming up there to swallow you whole in those D tackles and nose tackles.
No, you're actually counting on your big boys to protect you from them. But on that play, the defensive tackle had the leverage, and he won the battle. No gain, correct?
No gain. They stop him after a gain of only 4, and that brings up fourth down.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a...
Welcome back now to Denver as we're about ready to rock and roll for the fourth and final quarter. This offense 2 for 2 converting on these thus far, so why not try again here on fourth down? They'll go for it. They'll hand it off now. Johnson, and he's got the first down yardage as he brings this up to the 47. Call it a gain of 3, and they're able to pick up the conversion here on fourth down. Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10.
Watch tight. Tight end's right. Watch tight. Tight end's right.
Watch the hop. 147.
They stay on the ground on first with Johnson.
46.
And he's brought down. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue.
That's another nice run, and I have to tell you, some of the coaches that I played for, their philosophies were always different when they see a guy running the ball well. Some of them wanted to immediately go to play action and throw it now because it's wide open. Well, other coaches said, you know something? Until they stop him, that big boy's going to keep getting it.
Oh, no, he lost the football. And the Raiders pick it up. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line.
Whenever I see a team turn it over on back-to-back drives, fumbles on their last two, I know one person's blood pressure who is starting to rise, and that's the head coach.
Absolutely. And when's it going to go down? When they stop fumbling?
When they stop fumbling and after he's assessed the game film, and only if they manage to win the game.
White 20! White 20!
Hey, 3 down.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. That one will go as a gain of 11. Raiders having a first down as well.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the fourth as it was way back in the first, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
White 20!
Now they try the right side here. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that'll make this a 2nd and 13. Time is starting to run out, really becoming a factor. We'll see if the defense can get the stop they need to get the ball back to the offense. To throw is Brady. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. A decent run there following the display of quick feet down just inside the 45. It'll be a pickup of 8 on the screen, and it sets up a 3rd down.
We got 4.
This a big play for both sides. What will we see here? 3rd and 4.
Blue 20! White 20!
3 down. Odd.
Time for a break. We'll come back for the electrifying conclusion after this. The Raiders on 3rd down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This is 3rd and 4. Brady now to throw.
3 down.
And that's caught by Smith. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining.
34, eyes on 34. We got heavy.
White 20!
Everybody scoot
And the
up.
big tight end shifting around.
3 down, these 2.
Check, go get him.
Brady going to throw here. And right side, Henry's got it. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. And there will be a break in the action here. They're going to take a timeout. That'll be their 2nd, so one more chance to stop the clock here, and we'll be back. Completed pass play. Now let's see if they go back to the air or to the ground.
Double tight.
White 20!
We got 3 down.
And to give this time to the tailback. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here. It'll be their 3rd and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside.
Two tights. You got 3 down.
White 20! White 20!
Check. Lucky.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. Call it a 4-yard pickup, but it leaves him a few inches short here on 4th down. To throw, it's Brady. And no, it's incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And as a result, possession switches hands.
Big hit.
And that makes him now 0 for 3 on 4th down attempts.
A lot of people would say they're showing a lot of guts going for it this many times on 4th down. I think they'd have to start thinking with their head a little bit more than with their gut and their emotions because it's not working for them. They've got to figure out what's been going wrong.
Looking for Edelman, and he hits.
It's complete. Pass the 20. And oh, at the end of it, he stripped. Ball comes loose. And the Raiders pick it up. Broken tackle. And he'll go down inside the 15 at his own 13-yard. Just haven't you like that, man? What? Hey, man. That did not just happen to you like that.